Hello and welcome. I posted another Astro update recently, so this is a fairly quick return to one, but that's because after a few months of aspects that have been generally positive, and which I've been talking about how they are generally positive, suddenly we have a shift coming. We have a couple of shifts coming just in time for the holidays. First of all, we have Mars moving into a challenging aspect with Pluto. Just it's already starting. And we also have Venus moving into a conjunction. Mars is moving into a conjunction. It's moving to the same place as Pluto. The planet Mars is aggression, and Pluto is death, transformation, the underworld. And Venus, which is usually love, is moving into the same position as Saturn, which is discipline, responsibility, life lessons. You can tell that these are not happy pairings. Love, romance, creativity mixed with discipline, responsibility, not fun. For the next couple of weeks, these aspects will be in place. They're moving into place now, and then they'll be in place, and then even as they slowly start to move out of place, we'll still feel them. On top of that, as if we needed more, we have a lunar eclipse coming up on November 28th. The sun will be in Sagittarius and the moon will be in Gemini. It will be close to the same position as Jupiter in Gemini. So we'll have some intense feelings around there, and it will be making a challenging aspect to the planet Neptune, which has been one of our friends lately, but suddenly now doesn't seem like such a friend. What does all this astro talk mean? First of all, if you're expecting a warm, fuzzy, happy, happy family Thanksgiving, I would set those expectations just a little bit lower so that you're less likely to be disappointed. With Mars, which is a planet that has to do with aggression, moving into a challenging aspect to Uranus, which is upset and the unexpected. It's also electricity, and as well with that Pluto, which is death, transformation, the underworld. I mean, we're talking about a very aggressive set of circumstances where there can be accidents. There can certainly be a lot of road rage. The aspects for travel just generally are not bad. So it would seem like most travel circumstances would go pretty well, but people will be feeling intense. And people will feel, there's a tendency for people to feel either angry or depressed these days, that things just feel too hard. Even, and this is true for the next couple of weeks actually, even those things that should feel good, they just don't. Everything feels hard. This is a great time for good, disciplined work on creative projects, but it's not the best time for love and romance. If you're serious, it's a good time for that. But even if you're serious for serious relationships, I mean, there can be some pretty heavy stuff coming up right now. And this is a time that favors making the slog through really heavy stuff. Even the good stuff, even the stuff that you love, all of that can seem super heavy right now. And you kind of just have to keep slogging through it. For some, this will be easier than others, obviously, as always. And for some, the lunar eclipse, there are some positive aspects that come with the lunar eclipse, and these will also be easier for some to take advantage of than others. The most difficult aspect for the lunar eclipse that everyone will feel to some extent is, whereas the answer is, and has been, and continues to be, reach out to others. We're all connected. It's through our shared humanity and our spiritual connection to each other, through spiritual practice, that this is our saving grace, this is our salvation. Suddenly, with the lunar eclipse coming on the 28th, everyone will start to feel like, what the fuck? What are you doing? I have done my work, I have been good, I have reached out, I have helped others, I have served God. I've done all the right things. And what's up with what's happened? This is not fair. This is not what I asked for. I've had enough time for me to get something that I want. Where people start to feel, as I said, angry, depressed, like their own needs are not being served. And they feel that somehow there can be a tendency to feel like, God has kind of like not really held up his or her end of the bargain. And that all of those forms that should lead to a connection on deep and broad levels, out the window. The important thing is to remember that that's what it feels like. That's not actually what's true. That it is still true, that we are still connected, and that as we slog through, we do still need to hold on to each other. We don't need to drag each other down, and we shouldn't expect to drag others down with us, but we really are all still there, even when it doesn't feel like that. More to the point, a positive aspect that once again some will find an easier time to take advantage of than others is, like kind of expect the unexpected. Sometimes the unexpected will feel like a kick in the head, and sometimes it'll feel like, a bouquet of flowers, but go with what's different. Try to imagine that the path that you didn't plan for has something special for you in it, even if it's just for a moment. And that some of the side paths along the way, some of the distractions that may seem stupid and silly are anything but. We could all use a little bit of stupid silliness. That cup of hot chocolate instead of rushing out to do another errand. Whatever it is, look for the insignificant, the small, and the unexpected to suddenly brighten your day, and just, even if it doesn't brighten your day that much, to show you something different. That different thing that you see may turn out to be far more important than you could possibly know. Good luck with the next couple of weeks, as awful as they sound from here. The good thing about expecting them to be awful is that they probably won't be quite that bad. I hope that's true for you, and I certainly hope that's true for me, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.